Sarasvati, Narmade, Sindhu, Kaaveri, Jale, smin, Sannidhim, Kuru.
Ganga is the most revered and sacred river in the Hindu mythology. Since time immemorial, Hindus' life is closely associated with the river Ganga in various ways. No religious and spiritual activity in Hindu philosophy from birth till death starts without Ganga. Several civilizations, dynasties, epochs have originated on the banks of Ganga river. No other river has been mentioned in the Puranas as much as the holy Ganges. In Rig Veda, significance of river appears in the Nadi Sukta. Various sacred texts like Bhagavata, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Agni Purana, Padma Purana, Brahma Purana and other holy texts have made reference to Ganga river. In Valmiki Ramayana, Ganga is depicted as the daughter of King Himavat and Queen Menaka. She is the sister of Parvati, Lord Shiva's consort. King Sagar, the ruler of Ayodhya and an ancestor of Lord Rama, decided to perform the Ashwamedha, great horse sacrifice, to become more powerful. Indra, the king of gods, became jealous and stole the horse for Yaga. Indira tied the horse near sage Kapila's ashram, where the sage was deep meditation. The king along with his 60,000 sons began to search for the horse in the nether world and at last found it near sage Kapila. Assuming that the sage had stolen the horse, the princes began to insult the sage and tried to free the horse. The princes continued to disturb the meditation of the sage and made him angry. The furious sage with the yogic fire of his eyes burnt all the princes into ashes. King Sagar was disturbed and asked his grandson, Anshuman, to search for the princes. Anshuman's search ended in the front of the Yaga horse and a heap of ash. He also saw the sage Kapila near to it. He bowed and inquired what happened to the princes. The sage narrated the whole incident and Anusham broke down in grief. He pleaded for forgiveness and for the salvation of the princes. Sage Kapila was pleased and instructed Anushman to bring the holy Ganga to earth, as she can only help them to wash away the sin and attain salvation. In order to attain salvation to his relatives, Anshuman started doing penance on the Himalaya, but it was in vain. His son Dilip also tried to please Lord Brahma and bring Ganga. However, he also failed in his mission. Bhagirath, the son of Dilip, took penance after his father. Bhagirath was so dedicated that Lord Brahma was pleased and granted them permission to bring Ganga to earth. Goddess Ganga was asked to descend to earth, but she felt it as an insult and decided to sweep away everything that came her way. Bhagirath felt the fierce power in the flow of her current and understood that he needed to do something in order to stop the mighty river from destroying the world. In order to avoid this catastrophe, Bhagirath prayed to Shiva and requested him to hold Ganga in his matted hair, Jata. At the request of Bhagirath, Shiva agreed to hold Ganga in his hair locks. At first, Ganga thought that no one would be able to withstand her power and descended to the earth with all her power. Shiva decided to teach her a lesson and held her in his matted locks. Ganga tried to get free but failed to escape from the great Shiva. After 1 year of rigorous penance of Bhagirath, Shiva was pleased and released Ganga. Ganga understood the greatness of Lord Shiva and asked for his forgiveness. Shiva is known as Gangadhara, as Lord Shiva absorbed the flow of Ganga and saved the earth from flooding, by receiving Ganga on his matted locks. Shiva was pleased and released Ganga as 7 streams, Bhagirathi, Alaknanda, Janvi, Sarasvati, Bilangana, Rishiganga, and Mandakini. Ganga followed Bhagirath, but with her tremendous speed destroyed almost all the nearby villages and forests. Sage Janu became angry as his hermitage was drowned by Ganga. By using his yogic power, Sage Janu drank the whole Ganga. Bhagirath pleaded for Sage's forgiveness and he released Ganga from his ear, and for this reason, Ganga is also called Janavi. Ganga touched the ashes of the 60,000 ancestors of Bhagirath and blessed them to attain eternal rest in heaven. In Mahabharata, Bhishma explains the glory and significance of Ganga to Pandavas lying on the bed of arrows. In the epic Mahabharata, we find Arjuna extracting water from Patala Ganga with his arrow to quench the thirst of Bhishma Pitama. Lord Vishnu has narrated the importance of river Ganges to Garuda. Thousands of man's sins are destroyed by the holy sight of the Ganges, and he becomes pure, by the touch of Ganga's water, by having it, or by just pronouncing, Ganga. There is also a custom among Hindus that they bring Ganga water from Kashi and perform Abhisheka to Lord Shiva at Rameshwaram Jyotirlinga installed by Lord Sri Rama, and collect the sand from Dhanusdi at Rameshwaram and immerse it with Ganga water with a belief that it is a completion of the Kashi Yatra.